This is Electric Universe Eyes, and today I'm halfway between Fredericksburg and Llano, Texas. I am in an area called the Llano Uplift, which is a huge granite batholith. It's giant. So I pulled off. If we follow this line, look, and it's weird, it kind of goes vertical right there, but still continues on this way. Whoa, some stickers. Look at that. That's some Texas stickers right there. Woo! Get you. So, kind of does this awesome bend. Man, cactus. Look at all these little cactus. Oh, here we go. Look at that. And then it splits, and it's kind of nuts. All right, anyway, up that way, and you just come down a little bit, and you can see how this stuff was fluid. See how this stuff pinches together. Look at this. It definitely has straight lines through it, kind of cross-hatching going on. You can look at the direction that this was all layered in as well. Here's in the very top. Look at that. Just some cross-hatching going on. Look at this section here. Look at that. How it looks like it was really hot when it was laid down, and you can see the direction and the fluid movement of how this was laid down and formed like this. Look at this. There. Look. See it going at an angle this way? Look, that's fused. That's fused to it. There's a little nodule popping up there. Can't go on this property, but you could see these little bubbly mounds popping up. Kind of holes throughout and little cross sections. This is just on the side of one of those ridges. Again, I think that way is Enchanted Rock. You should go look up that video. It's just granite, layers after layers, and boulders everywhere. That ridge just pops straight up almost. Over here. That big old thing just sticking out of the middle of nothing. Why? Check it out. That way over there, look, there's another one sticking out over there in front of that big ridge line, and then you got this guy just all lonesome by itself. It's definitely not a volcano. Hey, look, and over here on this side, we got some little ridge lines. What's up with this guy? Look. So I'm on the top of a ridge. Look at that, you see it sticking up? It's like a peak on top of this ridge. So then you can see now I'm going down this ridge here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. There's some pink granite right there. Time to stop at one location. So I picked Legion Creek, and I saw a bunch of granite down in the bedrock. So I'm gonna see if I can't make my way over there because there's a fence. But you can see all these granite boulders, and then again, the bedrock of this creek is all that same granite. And here you go, this piece I'm standing on right here. This is the exact same granite formations that is on Enchanted Rock. So let's take a look at some of these boulders, which look like they've since been washed in from another location since this bridge was built. All these probably got pushed up in here. I see one that looks really awesome. I'll just try to make my way over here real quick. Here we go. Nice. Look at that. That almost looks like wood, the way that's layered in there. But it's not. It's the same pink granite, just in a different layered formation versus it being all... This is cool. This is a big giant rock. Some fishies. That's just dirt. I found I broke it open and kind of see what the inside looks like. This is in the sunlight, so you can see the sparkles. The other side of the bridge, can't make my way over there, but again, it looks like at one point all of that was liquid or melted. I don't know if you can see up there, but that's just tons and tons and tons of rocks. Just granite boulders piled on top of each other. Some layered, some solid, some broken. All right, Llano County limit. There you go. Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for the deer. One of my buddies has hit 2 deers and has replaced 2 cars already since he moved out here. So it's kind of interesting. Watch out for those deers. Some rocks for you. All on the side. We're not going there. Oh, Enchanted Rock is that way. River in Texas, 965 Ranch Road. Going that way is to Enchanted Rock State Park. Highly recommend you go there. I've already been there, so I'm not going there today. That direction is west, and that's about the direction where Enchanted Rock is. And I'm on top of this peak here and thought I would just take a look at the rocks that I see on the side of the road. See if I find anything over here. It's kind of a conglomerate of limestone, shale, and granite all kind of mixed together in here. Again, to me, it looks like it was formed in place right here, not pushed up from the ground, like they say. Another example of kind of cross-hatching and pitting. Again, kind of see that same fluid line separation with pinching on the inside. Right? There's another line going down this way, another line going down this way. And this isn't a crack. It's just a separator. And again, it's not a crack. It conjoins here in these little pinch points. Another good example right there. Look, 3 or more different lines right here. And then you see almost the parallel separation. And it splits out right here. Kind of like a triangle shape that splits out. This goes down here to match these other cracks down at the bottom. Again, they're not cracks. It's just a separation. And I don't think it's erosion. Can't quite get up there, but again, that looks like some layering, how it was just being layered down like this. Layered up, actually. If this is being pulled up to the sky, it's being deposited in layers this direction. Come along here. Again, you can see these very defined lines. Again, look, I'm not saying that erosion isn't a natural process. I know it is. And I know water affects rocks and dirt and all of these things. But my claim is that these are built this way. And I know I repeat myself a lot. But I do not think that all of these rolling hills out here in Texas Hill Country are just pushed up from the ground. It's not from tectonic plates pushing against each other. These clouds are right there. Love clouds. Do you like clouds? Love clouds. It's rocks all in these farmlands here. Rocks right there. Everywhere. Just everywhere. Well, folks, welcome to Llano, Texas. River Bridge. I am down at the Llano River. There's that bridge I just crossed over. And this last storm that came through earlier this year, the water was 1 foot below that bridge. This whole thing was just a huge, massive river. So, but again, look, even this bedrock here, this is all this pink granite, just like at Enchanted Rock. That's probably 15-20 minutes from here now. Not too far. It's interesting. Lots of people coming out here and stacking stone, so that's pretty fun. Again, you know, the way that this stuff is put together, there's always these creases and cross-hatching in this granite stone. And I find that fantastic. Get that over there. All right, well, I'm gonna look around. If I find anything, I'll film it. You know, I just said that, and then look right here. See this section right here? You can see all this crystal. All that crystal formation. And it's a line, and that line runs all the way that way. Look over here, here's another one. Kind of see the separator right here. Look at this. Crystal. Look at that. That's awesome. All the way over. Just these lines all through here. So, that's what I look for every time I go somewhere. Look at all this. Look at this big guy. I don't know if you can see it easily. Somebody filled this pit with rocks. That's pretty neat. You can just see waves and waves of granite. Look at this guy. Wow. Can you see it? I don't know, it's bright. Look at this. We got this crystal line going right through this. Goes all the way up. Another crystal line coming down that way. But this formation right here looks amazing. You see that? I can't see it because of the glare on my phone, but I hope I'm getting it all right. Look at that. And it's where it all pinches down. So you have those, this is interesting. Again, we got these crystal lines coming down. Oh, and look. I'm getting some perspective here. Here we go. See that line? It splits right here. That one goes all the way that way. This one splits up this way and goes all the way up here. That way, in between this. So this is kind of, look at that. Kind of ends, it's still connected there, but all of a sudden you have this dramatic change in the granite. Almost as if a paintbrush came and painted this out. Oh look, here right on the edge. You see all this crystal popping out? That's shiny and pretty. Wow. Again, we've got one of those lines of crystal coming down. Check out this chunk right here. This chunk right there with that line of crystal going right through it. Incredible. Well, I'm glad I took a look around instead of left. See if I see any more of those. Again, I'm seeing the curvature of how this was layered. This stuff wasn't pushed up from the ground. Look at that. Holy crap, look at all this. Look, there's just cross-hatching of these crystal layers. Look at that, all the way up that way. Look at this. All the way up that way. And it splits off and wraps around. Alright. I had to leave because it got so hot. My phone shut down. So I saw a lot more crystallization. So parallel lines and cross-hatching, to me meaning different layers of charge moving through as it's forming those granite, that granite bedrock there in the river. And it's all up and down the river, same bedrock. So again, anytime I see that crystallization, that means extreme pressure and heat. And I'm very confident that was formed in such a manner. All right, I'm heading out of town. Smack dab in the middle of the Llano Uplift, which is a elevated portion. There's some peaks around here. I was told by my buddy that lives here that's rise up to 1,500 feet from this level. And we're at about 1,500 feet at sea level, above sea level. Where I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is 800 feet above sea level. So I'll show you a picture of that central dome that rises up in this area. And there's surrounding mountains that kind of surround it in a circular shape as well. So I think this was one of the primary kind of areas of a vortex rising up into the sky that was lifting this area during a massive global storm. There you go. It's just the natural native rock that sticks out of the ground over here. I'm just north of Llano. I love it. Over there. Right here. This. Man. Here's the other side. Alright, onward to San Saba. Didn't get to pull off yet. Started rolling and then saw this right across the street too. So just these random conglomerates of this granite being pulled up out of the ground. That's through Cherokee, Texas. And just making my way up to San Saba. Enjoying all these rolling hills over here. Back roads, all alone. Except I'm here with you guys. Look, it's the Simpsons Creek. All dried up because it's hot. It's hot in Texas, if you didn't know. It's like 97 degrees right now. It's hot, baby. Panoramic. Oh yeah. Here's the Colorado River. Let's see if it looks like Colorado. There's some water down there. Can't see anything on that side. Side entrance I could get down here. Hey, look. Oh, did you see that deer? Let's put a smile on that face. Why so serious, they said. Alright, let's see if I can see anything cool down here. Under the bridge, down by the river. Not really nothing going down here. Except pelicans. I like this guy's personality. Well, I didn't find anything cool in San Saba, and I'm just, I guess, driving towards home. I'm in the middle of nowhere still, so there might be a chance I can find something awesome. At least we can look at clouds together. Usually just passed through, entered and passed through that quick. Center City. Well, this must be the center of Texas. Center City. I'm not sure. I'll look it up and check. Alright, I'm somewhere south of Hamilton, Texas now, and I'm on top of this road, kind of where things are cut out, and there's some rocks that look like we're gathered up here. Hard to see in this light, but again, kind of to me, kind of vitrified. Those holes in there again. Look at this guy. That's pretty cool looking rock. Cut out now, and well, there's definitely some layering going on in here too. And, you can see how it's got kind of some like white little speckles in a band. Then it's solid rock, and then another band with speckles and little divots in there, and it kind of solidifies into a more solid body down on the end here. What is that up there? You know what? I thought I saw some sparkles. That right there. That's quartz. That's not calcite, that's quartz in there. See if I can get somewhere down here. Ways. There's that kind of white line. That's quartz crystal in there. So walking down a little bit further, again, you can see the layering in here, up there. And this layering right here pinches upwards, right here. Look at that piece is aiming downwards. These are going this way. Look at that right there. It's pretty. So it's all peppered throughout this. Seems that glassy sound kind of looks and feels vitrified to me. And again, me seeing all this crystal in here, it's definitely a different type of rock than what was down south. Here we go. Look at this thing. This guy. Oh, that's pretty. Do you see that sparkling in there in the sunlight? Oh man, that's beautiful. This is a good sample right here. Here we go again. Look, we just got these just kind of random lines in here, and look, there's a point to where that's just all crystallized, and that wraps up this way, back down this way. See, and there's all these little bits and just speckles of crystal, and then look at this side. It's all holy. Look at that, all holy. To me, that screams vitrification, pressure, heat, not erosion. Just look at that spiraling fashion. You see it? Almost looks like you put a Coke can down on it while it was really hot and smashed in that little impression. So there's a nice hagstone for you. Look on that side. You can see the spiraling coming off that way. You see the spiraling ending right there too. All these brown rocks. Hear that? Whatever that is, it's all sparkly and a bunch of really fine crystalline, smooth and rounded on one side. You know what? It just fell out, but I saw a little piece of crystal sticking out of it. Oh, well, that's cool. See all these little holes? They're twists and spirals, all kinds of stuff. And then look at all this crystallization in there. Look at that. Oh man, that's cool. All right, so check out all this stuff. Looks like volcanic rock almost, right? And then look, right below it, here you go. Here's all these crystals again. Look at this. Go down a layer or so, all this crystallization here. And again, it's just kind of peppered in. Check this part out. Look at that. That's cool. Nice little rounded hole in there. Look at all these rocks up on top. This is so lightweight. And just look at that texture. This feels like a volcanic stone. Feels like lava. I've got lava at home and it looks and feels like it, but I can tell it's not from a volcano. But this stuff's kind of all over the place up here. Look at that. And what I think this is the remnants after this storm created this formation. It just dropped all this stuff. I don't know what height, but all these rocks just kind of fell down on top. There's some of those holes again that I was seeing all through. And check this part out right here. Look at this. It's on the very top, so nobody touched this part. Look at this feature here. It's like a swooping motion that comes out and follows this. Look at that. See that line right there? Look at this. Look how fluid motion that is. Oh, hey, looky here. There's some of that crystal right there. So it's starting to go down the hill this way. And again, you look, get up here and that part just looks all vitrified. Well, that's what I'm sticking to. More bubbly stuff with crystals all sprinkled throughout. Check this out. Look at this piece right here. Look at this. Look how that stuff formed like that. And you just see the growth going up and over to the right. And then right above it just is all bubbles. Bubbles. Bubbles with just little bitty holes. It just, to me, it seems like plasma filaments. Hell, it could have been water and this stuff was just being formed, soaking the mineral right out of the water or the mud, out of the sky. I don't know exactly what the cause is, but you know, I definitely think there was electricity involved in all of these processes. So. It's summer. Sun is ooh, it's out. Let's see those layers again. I'm gonna head back and get back on the road here. All right, last thing I wanted to show you. See all that all mixed together, solid right above. Then you got these combination of holes and crystals. So I think those are the filaments going throughout that layer. All right, solid, peppered together, bunches of holes, bunches of crystals. So again, I think that is how these charge separation, if you can imagine the energy running through this thing as it's layering these things together. That's again the idea that I got. So sometimes I feel right, sometimes I feel wrong. I don't know all the answers, but the sky does. One more thing before I go from this place, and I want to show you this. This is where this rock meets just dirt. So if you can see all that back there, it's just full of holes and very bubbly, and then it gets very solid, right? As you see all the kind of speckles, but you also see the different layering right here, right? So you see all the different forms layered up this way. And that, again, just all dirt. rest of this hill, you see that tree kind of breaking off out of that dirt. It's just all dirt and rock mixed in at this point, right? Just big rocks and dirt. And right there's that separation. And you see where all those bubbles are. I think that's where the electricity met either water or, again, that was kind of the separation point of that charge. That hill you can see is just all flat land until you see that rim. And that rim goes around this area kind of in a circle all the way. There we go, close to 281. Going north to Hamilton or south to Lampasas, just to give you where I'm at. Where this cross street is here. Right. So I am on the county line of Coryell and Hamilton County. Not far from, just came from Goldthwaite area. Back that way. Just up on that ridge line. Right there. Whew. That's everywhere. Where those ridge lines dip down. Right in the middle. And that would be the pinch point of that atmospheric plasma that's pulling this stuff down. So that would be a point of a push-pull scenario. This is the end. This is one of the tip of the fingers. All these hills around here all have these kind of weird fingers going in the same direction. Jutting out there, and then there's one back there. They're all catty-corner to each other. And this whole area, from where I started off down south to the center point of the Llano Uplift, and then now I'm going north, it all kind of wraps around each other. And they all kind of point to that center area. Right there. And look, I'm at the top, right here. I'm gonna be heading, it's all downhill from here. So I live way that way. I'm probably 2 hours that way. Where Dallas-Fort Worth would be that way. And again, the elevation drops significantly over there. But you go west Texas, elevation rises as you go towards the Rockies. And all you got to do is look at storm systems. The next time there's a big storm coming your way, look at the radar. And watch how the clouds will move around and circulate around each other, how these low and high pressure systems converge. And again, you've got a dramatic rise and a drop with these shear winds in between, kind of a neutral zone. And I think that's where a lot of these mountain formations were made in these storms of antiquity. Just, I know it's very hard to imagine or believe. I found electric universe theory in 2011. It's 2009, so for 8 years I've been obsessed with this stuff. And I started off having some sort of connection to watching these films and diving back into scripture and comparing world mythology and religions and beliefs and cultures. And I've been trying to disprove this stuff and stop myself from being such an obsessive person over this electric universe theory, electric cosmology, and electric geology. And the more data I compare, and the more research I do on my own, the more experiments I do, the more rocks I look at, it keeps reinforcing what I feel. That's what I'm saying. So, whoever's out there calling me crazy, I don't know how much work you've done in looking at this stuff. So, if you're watching this video, again, I think you're pretty awesome for hanging with me this long, because I know this is a long one. Goodness. You know, you can drive across Texas for hours, and I'm literally doing that. Look all the way over there if you can. If you can see way over there. I think that's Abilene, several hours away. Back that way would be San Angelo. And I just came up from, dude, I just did a big circle actually. Yesterday morning I left Dallas-Fort Worth and went down to San Antonio, then up through Bernie to Comfort, and headed off to, where did I go next? Fredericksburg, and then up to Atlanta. Not Atlanta, jeez. Llano. And up through San Saba, which I didn't find anything except San Saba of interest anyway. Oh, rocks. I don't know. I'm headed towards Dinosaur Valley State Park, and then I think I'll branch up north before I get to Cleburne. And I don't know if I'll stop anymore from here. I just wanted to share with you my feelings and thoughts on this, because a lot of you have just subscribed to my channel, and I think my channel's now 2 years old, but I've been obsessed with this far longer than that. My wife was sick of hearing me talk about this stuff, and she said, you know what, if you build it, they will come. Why don't you start a channel, start a Facebook page, start something, and start talking about it with other people that have these crazy thoughts like you, and maybe you'll figure out you're not so crazy. So I'm a pretty damn sane man if you haven't figured it out by now. A successful business person, and I love my job, but I love the history of our planet and rocks and how the sky works. And I think everything I've been taught growing up has been quite off. You know, even the religion I grew up with, I still have my elders trying to tell me that things are a little bit different than I think. Of course, they're a lot more supportive of my catastrophe theories, but I don't know. Way over there, if you went all the way to the edge of those, I think it's Dinosaur Valley State Park. Up that way there.